had shrooms actually this one time.
What are shrooms?
It's mushrooms.
Okay.
Magic mushrooms. So I had them. I'm not gonna be specific with this, but I had this thing. I'm asking my friend over here, when is this thing gonna kick in?
Okay.
So it's like you know when it kicks in like edibles.
Yeah.
It kicks in like edibles. It's gonna take its time. Mushrooms. So this thing is taking its time. I'm drinking alcohol, and then when it starts kicking in,
it took me about 7 days
to get
for
back
it
to normal.
to get back to normal, and that was so drastic for me.
Yeah. Weird experience that I had actually. On the day I had the ecstasy and mushrooms. Some people actually come with the excuses that I need some weed so I can be more creative.
I once had a conversation with my mom, and it had to do with the medication that she was prescribed to have for high blood pressure. And guess what? I looked at the life of the people that were living in Eastern Cape, right? They lived more than 100 years.
Yeah.
What were they doing
And they
right?
will still remember.
Exactly. What were they doing right that we're not doing?
This is People for Positive Change with Sage Universe and
Jimmy!
there we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, today, without wasting any time, thank you for watching the video first of all.
Woo!
If you're new to the channel, subscribe.
Definitely.
That's another one. Like this video, comment, and share the video. Okay? So, without wasting any further time, I want to get into today's video, which is about, indeed, what is your take on drugs? We want to hear it. We want to hear it because it's a big topic. You know, we've been hearing people talking about start campaigns against drugs. You know, some people say, you know, with the drug, man, I feel so good. So let's talk about it really, right? Because it's really never been talked about.
Totally. And to add on that, most of us don't know that alcohol is a drug.
True.
We intend to look at only cocaine,
Yeah, as a drug.
marijuana,
Yeah,
this and that.
yeah,
Forgetting alcohol and painkillers,
drugs.
high
And
blood
we look at-
pressure pills.
We look at marijuana as a herb and not a drug.
No. People try to justify having marijuana
By saying
as
it's
having an herb.
Yeah,
It's actually a drug. I mean, pharmaceutical drugs
yeah.
are drugs.
True.
So what's the drama?
What is the drama?
Let's talk about this drama.
Exactly.
So, yes.
What's your take on this thing? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
I've experienced a lot of drugs.
Right.
What I mean by that is I've taken painkillers.
Yeah.
There's different kinds of painkillers. Strong painkillers. There's Panados.
Yeah.
There's let's not mention names because we don't want to get other people's businesses down.
Yeah.
We're just gonna generalize painkillers as painkillers.
Right.
But we know our random painkillers and the strong and the not strong and what have you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm a wine drinker. And I also have ciders to some degree, right? So alcohol is not very it's not dramatic that it can get you on a, what do you say when you name it? On a deathbed.
Yeah.
It's not. It's only 24-hour thing.
Yeah.
You know, because you only experience what we call babalas, which is hangover.
Yeah.
For a period of 24 hours, and then after that you're back to normal, you know?
Yeah.
But some other drugs, they get persistent. They're hangovers, right? They get you high for a short period of time, and then you feel somewhat.
Yeah.
Hence, people become addicts to it.
To them, yeah. True.
Do you understand? So my take on it, I've experienced it. I don't want to lie, especially as a wine drinker and as an alcohol drinker. But please, guys, I'm not an alcoholic. I don't drink every day. It's just then, now and again, and then that's it. But in that period, I could drink, let's say, I could mix the whiskey and the dry red, and then once I mix those two, tomorrow I get a terrible pain all over my body. Got a terrible headache. Can't even lift up my head. Have you ever experienced this?
Yeah.
So
remember in Atlantis, actually, when I woke up, I mixed brutal fruit and gin. What am I thinking?
Yeah, this one I warned him about it, but he didn't want to listen to me. He has this thing that he wants to experience.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's
so I
experiment.
grant him his beingness and tell him, you know what? Go for it. Experience. Then he comes and says, yo, do me, I've got a headache. I'm like, good for you.
How was my body?
Good for his body was shaking. And then he was like, I can feel that my body's vibrating at this stage. Alcohol, it has such effects, after effects when you have it.
Yeah.
Right? But because we don't have it every day, and because we don't drink it to excess. Yeah, we totally do drink it to excess to some degree.
Yeah.
But it's only for once-off period.
Once-off period.
Do you understand?
It's not
So
like an everyday thing.
it won't get you on a deathbed.
Yeah.
But other strong drugs that people like to have.
Coke.
Something called magic mushroom.
Can it get you on a deathbed?
Totally, because it's very strong. It's been proven. Please don't quote me on this. Go and Google it.
Yeah.
Look it up and see the pictures of people that have taken it in the past.
Yeah.
And you'll see what I mean.
I had shrooms actually this one time.
What are shrooms?
It's mushrooms.
Okay.
Magic mushrooms. So I had them. I'm not gonna be specific with this, but I had this thing. I'm asking my friend over here, when is this thing gonna kick in?
Okay.
So it's like you know, when it kicks in like edibles.
Yeah.
It kicks in like edibles. It's gonna take its time. Mushrooms. So this thing is taking its time. I'm drinking alcohol. And then when it starts kicking in, I mean,
The whole world shutters.
this shit is like pink, right? But if I ate mushroom, I can explain that situation to you right now. This pink was above any other normal pink. I felt so in love with the pink. I was like, this pink is so beautiful. Like, I've never seen anything like this, man. Like this, this pink, man. Like, you know, I'm exaggerating everything. Like, I'm looking around. I was looking at LED lights, and they turn them on to blue. I'm looking at these lights like, wow. I look like I'm in some like intergalactic, you know, I'm in another planet and I'm floating like.
What does intergalactic mean?
Like, I'm in like another galaxy.
Okay.
I'm in other galaxies that I'm not even used to.
That shit is wild.
It was like, bro, I was smiling with myself the whole time.
I won't lie. I once had edibles.
Yeah.
Right? So I was tricked into this. In my definition of an edible, right, it means something that you can put in your mouth and eat.
Yeah.
So my friend says to me, Dumi, I've got edibles. Okay, share. She doesn't want to share. She's very like feisty about sharing it during working hours and shit like that.
This edible. This thing you can eat.
What the fuck? If it's an edible, why do you have to be so jumpy about it?
Yeah.
You know? So I give her time and space and like it's her edible, whatever it is that is edible, right? Per the definition that Dumi has in her mind.
Yeah.
So now, boom! When you're about to leave work, this girl breaks this thing. It's totally a small little thing. It's like in corner shape and I mean it's square shape.
It's like
it's a small sweet.
Like wine gums.
Yes, like wine gums. The way it is, even the stretchy part of it. And then she breaks it. I'm like, why is she breaking it? I mean, it's so small. It's like a sweet. I can just put it through it in my mouth and that's it. Like, why is this girl being so dramatic about this thing? You know? So I took the piece and I'm like, want it more? Because it tastes good in your mouth and it doesn't taste like weed.
Yeah.
Or there is any form of weed next to it. It's like a sweet. So I'm like, girl, give me another one. Do we know, man? You can't have more. And she's like, telling me I can't. I'm like, what the fuck? Then I insist and then she gives me another one. Another piece.
She's breaking another piece.
Yarachot. Then now, go on my way to home, right? Take a taxi, listening to music. Out of the blue, I start laughing at nothing. I kept on laughing, but because I've got earpods on my ears, my justification is they might think in the taxi that I'm listening to something funny. But why am I fucking laughing? I couldn't close my mouth. Hey, wait up until I get out of the taxi. My legs were just trying to step on each other's foot. I'm like, I'm not drunk. Why am I behaving funny? Why is my body like not mine?
Yeah.
You know? Up until I don't even know how I got home.
Wow.
And on the way, I'm still laughing.
Hey.
Just by the way.
Hey.
I get home, I'm still confused. I want to take a cold bath because I'm freaking hot, but it's chilled outside.
Yep.
I'm like, what's happening? Bro. Since that day, I said that thing is not meant for me.
Yeah.
I dozed off the whole weekend. I was fucking lazy. And even in the week, I think it took me about 7 days
to get back to normal.
To get back to normal. And that was so drastic for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit. Imagine if you get addicted to such.
Yeah. How was that? Yeah, because she gave me like a cookie, right? Like a biscuit. And I ate. She said, don't eat the whole thing. I ate the whole thing.
No, half of it first.
The first time?
Yes, you ate half of it. And I told you not to have it. I bought it for other people that wanted it, not for you.
Who's that?
I'm not going to mention names. Do you want me to tell people who takes drugs now?
Yeah.
And I'm not a drug dealer. I don't sell them. Just by the way. I just spoke to people about this experience and then they wanted to have it.
Yeah.
And I had an ex-boyfriend of mine who also requested to have them. I'm like, dude. And then to him it was like, I don't want him to have this experience. I don't. He wants to have it. He wants to prove a point that this thing will never do anything to him. Okay. Give me the cash. Okay. I'll get it for you. Let's see what happens. Bro. That dude, he literally said, throw this shit in the bin. In the morning, the night that he slept, he was talking to himself and pointing at the roof. I'm like, dude, are you okay? He kept on laughing at me like no other. He was literally shaking. And I'm like, this fucking thing will kill people.
He said, I'm planning.
He's planning, but out loud and by himself, pointing at things as if he's seeing those things in the roof.
Oh my God.
You know?
This is crazy.
So I said to Tiso in this week, it's good to experience.
Yeah.
But know what you're experiencing yourself too.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, right, you want to have these experiences. You not only took the edibles without knowing what it was. Then I went to go and check it out on Google. Apparently, there was more to being the word edible than what I thought.
Yeah.
Then I learned about this thing and I was like, not my game anymore, right? So if I know about something, why would I start it? I know cocaine can kill you to some degree.
Yeah.
You can become an addict to it because it has this long hangover on your body that you can't resist it for the second time. Then once you have it for the second time, it's gonna be more than that. So why would I get my body, why would I endanger my body to something that I know what the outcomes would be?
Yeah.
You know?
Weird experience that I had actually. On the day I had the ecstasy and mushrooms. I had mushrooms and ecstasy on that day. Right? So it's one on top of the other.
You're killing your body slowly.
And then, dude, I wake up the next morning, I'm bouncing. Ne? Bounce, I go home. I sleep at home. I think about an hour's time or an hour and a half's time, I hear people screaming. Ne? Like, it felt like a dream also at the same time, but I literally heard people screaming, man.
Whoa.
Like,
and probably there was no one screaming.
I woke up, ne? Because like now I'm freaked out. The fuck? It sounds like this person is right here, this person that's screaming. Wake up, I look around in my room. There's no one. I'm like, okay, I'm hallucinating now. Yeah, I'm hallucinating.
Hallucinating is one of their side effects as well.
I'm hallucinating right now.
So why would you, when you're normal, you know about this thing, you know the side effects of these things, but you'd have it anyway? Why endanger your life? Why endanger your body? Why short-live yourself to that extent?
Yeah.
Like, what's the drama? We're all able, guys. If you've got legs and hands, you're able to do anything to create in your life and actually make something of yourself.
Some people actually come with the excuses that I need some weed so I can be more creative.
Or more energetic.
Or I could work more.
Exactly.
So
and
like,
I really, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. I cannot reason with that.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to listen to it. Because that's just you trying to justify the wrong thing that you're doing to your life and your body. I don't give a fuck. So don't tell me the whys.
Yeah.
Because you're short living your life, not mine. Do you get my point?
Can I like...
just to elaborate on this, right?
Yeah.
We had this conversation yesterday, actually. And I said to him, at times you intend to be forgetful. We can talk about important shit, trying to create and grow bigger than what we currently at, and have more things that we would like to have in the future. It's not gonna happen when you keep on forgetting about them.
Yeah.
Right? Then I said the other side effect would be of drugs, like having so much excess of drugs in your system. Right? It's not only forgetting. Please go and Google this and have it for yourself. It's not only forgetting, but it makes your brain very slow, functional in most instances. I've seen this in people that have taken drugs for a longer period.
Yeah.
I'm talking about pharmaceutical drugs. And then people will justify it and say, no, I'm aging. No, I'm aging.
Yeah.
Meaning I'm growing old, hence I'm forgetful. It's got nothing to do with that. I look at the life of the people that were living at Eastern Cape, right? They lived more than 100 years.
Yeah.
What were they doing
And they
right?
will still remember.
Exactly. What were they doing right that we're not doing till this day?
In the city life.
Drugs.
They didn't touch drugs.
Exactly. I once had a conversation with my mom, and it had to do with the medication that she was prescribed to have for high blood pressure. And guess what?
Yeah.
One of the side effects was arthritis.
Oh man.
Today my mom has a problem with her bones because of that. Drugs. How did they heal the high blood pressure back in the days when the pharmaceutical industries was not out there?
Actually, the pharmaceuticals in that case, in every case possible, they're just trying to make money.
We're not gonna get into that. That's another topic for another day. But I'm not saying do not go to doctors and nurses or pharmaceutical industries to buy drugs.
Yeah.
Please do not quote me on this. But I'm just relating the matter to the subject of drugs.
Of drugs, yeah. Like I remember this one time. I was at home in Guguletu, and I just watched a DVD about drugs, right? And specifically the chapter on marijuana, because at the time I was doing marijuana a lot.
For a long period of time.
For a long period of time, I was doing marijuana. I have a joint on my hand.
A joint is like the
it's
thing
the
that
thing
is made.
I have a joint in my hand. Remember, I watched this DVD and then I went home and now I have a joint in my hand. Now I'm like, you know what? In my head, I'm like,
that is hectic.
I'm like, let's see if this thing is true. Maybe I was even partially telling myself this. Let's see. Smoke the joint, go outside. I grab the keys, right? Go outside, open, smoke, go back in. Ne? Now I want to go outside again. That DVD said one of the side effects of smoking marijuana is it decreases the brain cells in here and you tend to forget a lot, right? Come back from smoking, I still have a bit of that joint. And I want to go out now. I'm looking for the keys. Like, shit, I don't find these keys. I'm looking for these keys all over the place. What the fuck did I do with the keys? You know?
Holy shit!
What the fuck? I just had these keys.
I know in the exact moment and you're frustrated.
And I'm
you
like,
cannot find the shit that you're looking for.
I'm like, I just had these keys, man. Like, I'm not kidding you right now. I'm the only one in the house. So no one could have taken the keys. I had the keys. And then subconsciously I squeezed my hand and I heard I'm like, the fuck?
Oh.
I look at my hand and I see a set of keys. I'm like, fuck. That is what they were talking about.
Exactly.
That's what they were talking about. And then that was the beginning of the end of me actually like smoking weed and taking all of this. I did carry on, but like now less and less and less and less and less.
And then boom, you stopped.
And then boom, I stopped. But
nonetheless, guys, we're not trying to tell you
what to do.
Don't be yourself.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead, dude, like you want to do cocaine, you want to do whatever, go ahead.
Please be our guest. But you're going to experience these things that we're mentioning.
Yeah.
And you will think of this day when you watch this video and we were talking about it.
Exactly.
But nonetheless, we're not telling you what to do. We're not here to change people's viewpoints about the other things that are happening out there.
Yeah.
We're not here to tell you don't go to pharmaceutical industries and buy yourself medication. Don't do this, don't do that.
Yeah.
Do it.
You want to do it, do it.
If it solves a problem in your life, go for it. Like I told my mommy, listen, at the end of the day, your blood level gets handled to some degree with these medication.
Yeah.
But just bear in mind what's gonna happen to your body when you take them like every single time.
True.
But the doctor told you to take them every single time.
Yeah.
And I'm not a qualified doctor.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you what to do,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So she went ahead and did it because it was handling her sugar, high blood pressure.
Yeah.
So I'm not disputing any doctors or pharmaceutical industry. I'm not saying they're doing the wrong thing. Please do not quote me on this video. I'm just sharing my experiences and what I think is not what is eat out there.
Yeah.
Okay? Please don't quote me. I'm not a qualified doctor. I'm not a scientist. I'm not never worked in a lab and making medicines. I don't know what they put in there. But I know what effects it has done to my body. Hence, I'm no longer taking those things.
Yeah. I like to be actually a little more brutal but logical also. And I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Or we're not trying to tell you what to do with your life. If you think your cup of tea when you have a problem is to smoke a joint so you can forget about the problem instead of facing it head on, or to sniff the cocaine just so you can forget it for that couple of hours, and then when the high is over, you're facing the problem again, even double. You know what I'm saying? If you think that's your cup of tea, go for it instead of facing your problems, right? But bear in mind, the problem will always be there.
And you're increasing more problems instead of solving problems.
Exactly. Right?
There is moments, guys, whereby you cannot get rid of this headache.
Yeah.
It's just sitting there.
Yeah.
And currently, you don't want it to sit there.
Yeah.
So, what a painkiller does to your body, it makes the pain numb. Doesn't make the pain go away.
Yeah. It just
Correct me if I'm wrong. If you've ever had a pain somewhere in your body and you've taken a painkiller, did that pain go away?
Nope.
Or did it become numb?
Numb.
The only pain that I know that does go away is a headache. I mean, that's the only pain I know it goes away when you take painkillers.
Yeah.
But if I hit my leg and I keep on taking a painkiller, or somewhere I've got, what do they call them, boils?
Yeah.
And I keep on taking painkillers, they just make the pains numb, but the boil is still there up until I go and handle it.
Yeah.
If I don't go and handle it, the pain is not going to go away.
Exactly.
Hence, I'm going to have to take painkillers every single day.
Yeah. Man.
And that endangers my body.
And we don't even notice it, eh?
Exactly. You don't even notice it up until the time comes.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, it's a case.
True.
But nonetheless, these things can be handled.
They can be handled.
Let us know your experiences on drugs.
Yeah, true.
We've shared ours, and as I was telling Tiso yesterday, rather stay away from things that will jeopardize your survival, and keep your focus on things that will increase your survival rather than decrease it. Because we know drugs do decrease our survival. Our potential gets also decreased because it kills our brain cells.
Exactly.
Not just the brain cells, but most of the cells inside our body for our body to function well. Hence, you're going to say, for me to have energy, I need this. You don't.
You don't. You can just generate energy, bro.
Like,
you're a freaking spirit.
I had a teacher that used to, she was my biological teacher, right?
Yeah.
The way she taught us on how the body functions, I understood it. So that if you have a washing machine, right? You know, only clothes are supposed to go there.
Yeah.
Now you take screws and metals and coins and you put them there and you start the
washing machine,
right? What's going to happen to that washing machine? Will it last longer if you keep on doing that, or will it decrease?
Yeah.
That's your body. Those are the drugs that we keep on putting in our bodies, and that's what happens. There are light drugs like alcohol that you can have, not on a regular basis, but there and there. You understand? You can enjoy life to some degree, because truth be told, even the food that we eat is poisonous. It kills our bodies.
Yeah.
not only drugs. Food that is sold at the store. So I'm not saying do not survive, do not eat. Not saying that. Per my experience, I felt those things. Like, have you ever eaten a chicken or meat or let's say veggies that have been processed, sitting there for or processed food, and then you suddenly don't feel well?
Yeah. And do you know when I felt well? Like well for a long period of time, when I was eating food that was not processed, whether I was in Eastern Cape eating corn from Eastern Cape that we grew ourselves, or if we slaughtered a chicken or a pig, right?
Organic is always the go-to-go.
Bro.
But now organic foods in a city, it's very expensive.
Yeah.
I can't not. I tried buying it and get myself on a diet, but organic food is super expensive. Rather go and live at Eastern Cape, because that's the goal.
Bear in mind, we stay in Cape Town.
Oh. In a soil, we can't even grow like veggies.
Yeah.
Let alone potatoes or anything.
Exactly.
You know, so it's tough.
It is tough.
It is very tough. And we have those moments where you ever had that moment that you craving for the raw chicken.
Man.
We call it in Xhosa umleqwa. So it's like an original groomed.
Like a rooster. You catch a rooster running and then you slaughter it.
And then you cook that.
Yeah.
There are those moments when you feel like
I would rather eat
chicken
that.
because that's the real chicken.
Yeah.
The one that we buy from grocery stores.
Not the one, bruh.
Nah.
Not the one, bruh.
But what are we going to have if you're not going to have it?
Yeah.
Because those chickens are rare to find in Cape Town.
Yeah.
You can only find them in certain places.
Yeah.
Or you go to Eastern Cape. So it's difficult for us to get them.
It's all over the place.
Even in Cape Town, they are being sold very expensive.
Yeah.
Because they get transported from farms which are far away from Cape Town. So what are we going to leave out?
Exactly.
You know, so we just have to eat what we can.
Yeah.
Which is in front of us, and just to generate energy and get like the necessary vitamins that's needed for the body to survive.
Yeah.
But other than that, even food that we eat is poisonous.
It's poisonous, yeah.
That's the unfortunate part.
You know what that conversation that we had yesterday about my intake of the drugs, like it actually, what I took from it was like what is important to me, and is what I'm doing like really helping what I'm doing, or is it like literally killing what I'm trying to do? What was the answer? It's killing it.
Totally.
Right, because I need to be energetic at the end of the day. I can't rely on coke on that. Right, because when the high is over, I'm tired. And
if you started today, you're gonna justify it tomorrow and say, "Hey, I'm still not feeling well.
Yeah.
Let me just have a bite of it." Have you ever experienced that? And then boom, you're in it. The next day, you still don't feel well because you've got this huge hangover.
Yeah.
And all these things happening to you, and the solution is take another one.
Yeah.
Where are you going to end up after that other one?
Man.
And the other one.
And the other one.
And the other one.
Becomes an everyday thing. You know?
Now you take everything that you have, because it's expensive to buy that.
It is expensive.
Now you take
and it does make you tired, actually.
Exactly. It gives you, it's like sugar.
It gives you like energy for like
sugar, like the real raw sugar. It gives you energy for like minutes, and you're so hyper and everything is moving. Sugar, not drugs.
And then you crash.
Boom. 20 minutes later, you're like,
yeah.
Have you ever felt like that? So that's exactly what these drugs are doing to your body.
Yeah.
So now you need more energy because you're at work. What are you going to do? Go outside or in the bathroom. Have another one. Getting yourself in danger. Auntie or uncle.
Yeah.
You're actually minimizing your survival, and your thinkingness or your rational thoughts are going to disappear slowly.
But surely.
Then you'll start acting irrational. And then people are going to say, "Woo, that one the neighbor next door killed him.
Yeah.
It's not the neighbor next door.
Yeah.
He made the decision to be like that.
The neighbor didn't put a gun on you. And
neighbor didn't say, here's cocaine, have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who wanted cocaine and wanted to experience yourself.
Yeah. You could have said no. I could have said no to the ecstasy. I could have said no to cat. I could have said no to mushrooms.
I've said no to many things in my life. I had friends that were smoking cigarettes. I said no.
Yeah.
I had friends that were doing extreme things that I know are going to put my life at risk. I'm in a party and enjoying. I fucking enjoy and become the loudest in the party as if I've taken anything extra. But I didn't.
Yeah.
So I said no. 20 minutes down the line, they all dead. And I'm kicking.
Yeah.
Alive and kicking. And very loud.
Yeah.
So was that the reason for them to enjoy?
What,
they literally didn't enjoy. Doomy did. That's the unfortunate part.
Exactly. Exactly. Man, it gets hectic though.
It does.
Tell us what you think, right? You want to criticize us for our thoughts? It's okay. We love him even, right? Tell us what you think. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Like, your feedback is actually really helpful, right? Just to like put up like a positive change out there. You know what I'm saying? Like this thing that we actually chasing, which is a positive change, right? That's our goal.
And we're not saying, guys, please.
We're not saying don't.
We're not saying don't do or don't live your life the way you're living it. We're not telling you not to take strong painkillers every day.
Yeah.
We're not telling you don't have sugar or don't have sweet stuff every time now and again or don't do drugs. Absolutely. We're just sharing our experiences and we've also experienced those things.
Yeah.
We've also had them in this life.
And what
we've seen bad side effects for ourselves with them. What is your take on it? Have you ever taken drugs and what type of drugs did you take? And how did you feel after taking them?
Yeah.
Are you still taking them? Is it working for your survival?
Are these things that we even mentioned? Right? The forgetfulness, right? The hallucinating, right? Are they even real to you? What do you think? Are they real? Like
you also felt the same way that we also felt? Please share that thought with us. We would love to get 500 subscribers, guys. Come on. Five. We're currently on a run for 1 million by the end of this year.
There we go.
Currently we at
246 subscribers.
Woo! And it's all thanks to you. Please share the content to all your friends and family. Tell them all about this positive change that we're trying to have here.
Yeah.
And let's create and let's get it moving and let's get it on.
Yes. Fill up the train, dude. It's like I said, I'm gonna continue to say this thing. The space is unlimited. So
exactly.
Hop on, dog. And you're never too late to hop on, bro.
Hop in. That subscribe button, press it.
Yeah.
And please share your thoughts with us.
Definitely.
What do you think about this content? What do you think about what we shared with regards to drugs and with regards to anything else that you currently listen to or you had thoughts about it as well, and currently you've been thinking about talking to someone about, please, even if you write it as anonymous.
Yeah.
Or you just share it as my friend and not yourself. We'll really appreciate that.
Exactly. Like, it's gonna help us 1,000,000 times, and it's gonna probably help the other next person who just joined the community 1,000,000 whole times.
That's correct.
Yeah. Any further going? What the fuck am I saying?
His mind won't blank. You're a druggie. That's why. That's the real why. He's a fucking druggie.
Oh my god. Yeah. Whatever
please,
there we go.
Share the video.
Share the video. Like, subscribe to the channel. Comment on the comment section below. Oh, and by the way, I've got a channel. Sage University is called. Yeah.
We'll share the link on this one and on the other ones as well going forth. He is actually an artist, guys.
Yeah.
Please support him as well. He's an artist. He creates music. He creates hip-hop music. If you're a fan of hip-hop, please go and watch his videos, watch his content, like his videos, and also share them to everybody that loves hip-hop.
Hip-hop and vlogs. Yeah, if you love vlogs, dude, hop
You
in.
want to listen to Sage Universe, because that's his universe.
It's all about my universe. And
Not on this one though.
Not on the, yeah.
People for Positive Change, it's our universe.
Exactly. Definitely.
Not ours, but
ours. Like,
universe.
you included as well. You know what I'm saying? Hey, nonetheless, guys, you enjoy your time, man. Hello to the family. Say hi. See you on the next one. Salute.